Monday night to go ahead and see Buddy Guy, Mel Brown. Well, of course, my big brother, Jimmy Vaughan, is the guitarist.
Right.
Preston Hubbard on back.
People compare you to Hendrix. Well, there's only one Jimi Hendrix. I just do the best I can with what I could learn from him.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan resurrected blues guitar and brought it back to mainstream rock audiences in the 1980s. His explosive playing on Pride and Joy, Texas Flood, and Lenny showcased technical mastery and deep blues soul.
This guy figured it out before he even walked out his house. It's half brutal force and half finesse.
Vaughan's work with Double Trouble created some of blues rock's most powerful and authentic recordings. His dedication to blues tradition while pushing the music forward made him a bridge between generations. Vaughan studied blues masters obsessively and understood guitar history better than most of his peers. His perspective combined reverence for tradition with fierce personal intensity and innovation. When Vaughan revealed his 10 favorite guitarists, the blues community listened with profound respect and attention. This was not just another guitarist listing random influences he admired casually from afar. Vaughan lived and breathed blues guitar, studying every master's approach with complete dedication. His choices reflect authentic understanding of blues tradition and sophisticated knowledge of guitar artistry. Vaughan values soul over speed, authenticity over flash, and emotional truth over technical showmanship. His list includes blues legends and some surprising selections that reveal his deep musical wisdom. 10. Lonnie Mack. Lonnie Mack pioneered blues rock guitar with his lightning-fast vibrato bar work and aggressive attack. His instrumental Memphis and Wham showcased his unique combination of blues, country, and rock. Mack played his Gibson Flying V with furious intensity that predated most rock guitarists.
Icing on my lips.
Vaughan discovered Mack's records early and was stunned by his power and originality.
There's been a lot of influences come from there because there's been a lot of growing going on.
Mack's vibrato technique influenced Vaughan's own approach to the tremolo bar profoundly and permanently. His picking attack was fierce and his tone was raw, cutting through with incredible presence. Mack could play delicate ballads or explosive instrumentals with equal conviction and mastery. Vaughan loved how Mack combined different American musical traditions into something completely original. What made Mack special was his role as blues rock pioneer before the genre existed. He influenced guitarists like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jeff Beck decades before receiving recognition. Mack's work in the early 60s predicted blues rock's explosion years later. Vaughan allegedly stated that Mack showed him blues could be played with rock intensity. Mack's influence on Texas guitar remains profound and fundamental. 9. Otis Rush. Otis Rush brought Chicago blues into the modern era with his distinctive minor key approach and powerful tone. His playing on All Your Love, Double Trouble, and I Can't Quit You Baby defined Chicago blues evolution. Rush played his Stratocaster left-handed, but strung right-handed, creating unique bending angles and approaches. Vaughan studied Rush's vibrato and string-bending techniques with complete devotion and obsession.
I like to sit around and just see what comes out, you know. A lot of times my favorite stuff comes out.
Rush's tone was thick, his attack aggressive, and his emotional expression absolutely devastating and honest. His solos combined technical facility with deep blues, feeling that touched listeners profoundly. Rush influenced Led Zeppelin, Eric Clapton, and countless others with his minor key compositions. Vaughan appreciated how Rush modernized Chicago blues while respecting its traditional foundations completely. What separated Rush from other Chicago guitarists was his sophisticated harmonic approach and songwriting. He wrote blues standards that became part of rock's essential repertoire permanently. Rush's vibrato technique became a standard every blues guitarist tries to emulate. Vaughan reportedly called Rush one of Chicago's most important guitar innovators. Rush's influence on modern blues guitar remains absolutely fundamental. 8. Hubert Sumlin. Hubert Sumlin created the blueprint for Chicago blues guitar through his revolutionary work with Howlin' Wolf. His playing on Smokestack Lightning, Killing Floor, and Spoonful showcased his unique rhythmic approach. Sumlin played his Gibson Les Paul and Stratocaster with jagged, unexpected lines that complemented Wolf's voice. Vaughan studied Sumlin's approach carefully, learning how guitar and vocals create perfect musical conversation.
Like rap music? I like all kinds of music. Really? Yeah, there's room for everything, you know? Yeah, that gives room for me too.
Yeah.
Sumlin's rhythm playing was as important as his leads, creating hypnotic grooves and textures. His solos were angular and surprising, never following predictable blues patterns or formulas. Sumlin understood space and silence, letting notes breathe and create tension naturally. Vaughan loved how Sumlin's playing was both primitive and sophisticated simultaneously. What made Sumlin irreplaceable was his complete originality within blues tradition's constraints and possibilities. He created a vocabulary that influenced rock guitarists from Eric Clapton to Jimmy Page. Sumlin's work with Howlin' Wolf represents blues at its most powerful and innovative. Vaughan allegedly praised Sumlin as the most original Chicago blues guitarist ever. Sumlin's influence on blues and rock guitar remains profound, though often underappreciated. 7. Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy brought explosive energy and modern techniques to Chicago blues guitar with fearless innovation. His playing on Stone Crazy and First Time I Met the Blues combined tradition with wild experimentation. Guy played his Stratocaster with distortion, feedback, and showmanship that pushed blues into rock territories. Vaughan befriended Guy and learned directly from him about Chicago blues tradition and innovation. Guy's influence on British blues rock guitarists like Eric Clapton and Jeff Beck cannot be overstated. His use of effects and amplifier distortion predated most rock guitarists by years. Guy could play delicate traditional blues or explosive modern solos with equal authenticity. Vaughan appreciated how Guy respected blues masters while fearlessly pushing boundaries constantly. 6. Freddie King. Freddie King brought Texas blues sensibility to Chicago's electric blues scene with powerful results. His playing on Hideaway, San Jose, and The Stumble showcased his unique picking technique. King used thumb and finger picks, creating a distinctive attack that influenced rock guitarists. Vaughan studied King's instrumental recordings obsessively, learning his licks and phrasing note for note. What separated King from other blues guitarists was his crossover appeal to rock audiences. He brought blues to younger listeners through his energetic performances and accessible style. King's instrumental recordings became standards for guitarists to learn and master. Vaughan allegedly called King the bridge between blues and rock guitar. King's premature death at 42 robbed blues of a continuing innovator. 5. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix revolutionized electric guitar while maintaining a deep connection to blues tradition and feeling. His playing on Red House, Voodoo Child, and Machine Gun proved his blues authenticity. Hendrix combined technical mastery with sonic innovation that expanded guitar's possibilities infinitely. Vaughan studied Hendrix extensively, recognizing him as blues guitarist first and psychedelic innovator second. Hendrix's blues playing showed a deep understanding of Albert King, B.B. King, and Muddy Waters. His solos combined traditional blues language with revolutionary harmonic and sonic concepts. Hendrix used effects and distortion as compositional tools while maintaining blues soul. Vaughan appreciated how Hendrix honored blues tradition while completely reimagining the instrument's capabilities. What made Hendrix unique was his combination of blues authenticity and total originality. He played blues standards with respect while creating entirely new musical vocabularies. Hendrix's influence on blues rock guitar remains unmatched and fundamental to the genre. Vaughan reportedly stated that Hendrix showed blues unlimited potential for evolution. Hendrix's death at 27 robbed music of its most innovative blues rock genius. 4. Albert King. Albert King defined modern blues guitar through his powerful string bending and distinctive tone. His playing on Born Under a Bad Sign and Crosscut Saw showcased devastating emotional power. King played his Gibson Flying Phi left-handed and upside down, creating unique bending approaches. Vaughan studied King's technique obsessively, adopting his powerful bending style and vibrato approach. What elevated King above other blues guitarists was his complete mastery of expression. He communicated more with fewer notes than any guitarist in blues history. King's influence on rock guitarists from Eric Clapton to Gary Moore proves his impact. Vaughan allegedly called King the most powerful blues guitarist who ever lived. King's legacy as blues innovator and master remains timeless and unmatched. 3. B.B. King. B.B. King established the standards for modern blues guitar through 6 decades of performances. His vibrato technique became the benchmark every blues guitarist attempts to master and emulate. King played Lucille with precision, soul, and timing that moved audiences to tears. Vaughan met King early in his career and learned invaluable lessons directly from him. King's performances demonstrated that space and silence were as important as notes played. He bent strings with such a feeling that every note carried profound emotional weight. King never overplayed, choosing perfect moments for maximum impact with incredible consistency. Vaughan studied King's approach to dynamics, learning how restraint creates powerful emotional communication. 2. Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters created Chicago electric blues and established the template for modern blues music. His playing on Hoochie Coochie Man, Manish Boy, and Got My Mojo Working defined blues power. Waters played his Fender Telecaster with raw intensity and deep Delta blues soul. Vaughan studied Waters' recordings constantly, understanding him as the electric blues founding father and architect. Waters' slide guitar work on acoustic recordings showed his deep Delta roots and tradition. His electric guitar approach brought blues into the modern era with amplification and urban intensity. Waters' band featured legendary guitarists like Jimmy Rogers and later Buddy Guy and James Cotton. Vaughan loved how Waters combined traditional blues authenticity with contemporary power and relevance. 1. Albert Collins. Albert Collins claims Vaughan's #1 spot because their musical friendship deeply influenced Vaughan's development and style. Collins' icy Telecaster tone and unique tuning created one of blues' most distinctive sounds. His playing on Frosty and Ice Pick showcased his stinging attack and groove mastery. Vaughan met Collins in Texas and learned directly from him about tone, attack, and blues authenticity. Collins' open F minor tuning created unique voicings that influenced Vaughan's own experimental approaches. His picking technique was fierce and precise, creating rhythmic drive that made audiences move. Collins understood how to build tension and release it perfectly within blues structures. Vaughan loved how Collins maintained Texas blues tradition while creating a completely original sound. What made Collins irreplaceable was his combination of unique approach and deep Texas blues feeling. He influenced an entire generation of Texas guitarists, including Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan. Collins' live performances were legendary for intensity and emotional power that devastated audiences. Vaughan reportedly stated that Collins was Texas blues' greatest living representative. Collins' mentorship and friendship shaped Vaughan's entire career and musical philosophy. Stevie Ray Vaughan's list proves that soul, authenticity, and blues tradition matter most in guitar playing. These guitarists created powerful music that honored the past while pushing forward fearlessly. What do you think about Albert Collins as #1? Share your favorite blues guitarist in the comments and subscribe for more blues history content.